Howdy friends, and welcome to The Average J. Sometimes you just need to get that little bit of a Disney fix, but you don't have the time to necessarily get away for a long vacation. So how do you solve that? You do what we did. A one-day trip down to Disney. I say one-day trip. We only did one day in a park. It was actually 60 hours from the time we left till the time we got home, from New Jersey down to Orlando, Florida. And this is the journey that we took. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so we got on the plane, and as you can see, there's really nobody else on it yet. Okay, we made it into Orlando. Alright, so we're checking in at the Pop Century, and, oh sorry, didn't mean to scare you. And we got here and we had to wait about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get in because they were having a fire drill, so it took a little bit of time. Okay, so we made it into our room at Pop Century, and we're pretty impressed. I mean, the overall size of the room for a value resort is pretty nice. But I think that's a Murphy bed under there. Yeah. We did pick up our magic bands, and Michelle got Marie. Oh no, it's out of focus. Yeah. There we go. There's Marie. And me, I'm more of a Vader guy. We get to the resort, and like I said earlier, they had a fire drill. So subsequently, the food court had been closed. So we're very hungry, and we go down and we say we're going to go to the food court. They should be open. Well, they weren't open yet, and I was not a happy camper. So it turns out the only thing that they had was a grab-and-go salad. That's literally the only thing we could get, a grab-and-go salad. But how is the salad?
It's good, though. Really good.
Michelle's the authority on salad. She eats a salad at least 5 times a week.
There you go.
Alright. I guess that's just gotta be brave.
You're funny. You're like a little kid.
Alright, so we're done at the pool. We stayed down there for, what would you say, maybe a little over an hour?
About that.
Maybe a little over an hour. So we're going to go back to the room, get showered up, and then we want to check out the Skyliner, and then we're going to go down to Disney Springs because that salad did not stay with me very long, and I am hungry. Alright, here comes Michelle with the beverage. Good job, honey. Okay, so rapid refill mugs, they do not let you fill them. They give you another cup, and you have to put it in your rapid refill mug, but the cups they give you are a little bigger than the rapid refill.
Party two?
Yeah.
All right, come right on in. Please watch your step.
Thank you.
Any last requests? Hot dogs, hamburgers, bottle of wine?
Just a smooth ride.
Some hooch?
It's quicker even than I thought.
It really does move along. And I will say, for not being air conditioned, it is cool. You can feel the breeze. I guess we can take these down. We're in our own little bubble. So, no, they're very cool in here. For not having air conditioning, it is a nice breeze in here through the vents up at the top.
And we picked the gondola without the decals because you can see. With the decals, it's a little harder to see, I heard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Okay, so we're at the switch terminal, and if you look at it, from that direction comes from Pop Century, and back here is going to go to the parks. and over there goes to Riviera and Epcot. So Hollywood is that way, Epcot and Riviera is this way. It's a very big station. You can look over and a good view of Epcot.
Yeah.
There's Spaceship Earth. Alright, we're coming up to Epcot, and right here in the green is the Ratatouille ride. That is supposed to open sometime in 2021, I believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving at Epcot. This concludes your journey aboard the Disney Skyliner. All passengers must disembark at this station. Return service is available. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the most magical...
Alright, we're waiting in line for the bus to Disney Springs. Gonna go get us something to eat. We're still standing in line for a Disney Springs bus. The bus behind me that you see is the 5th bus we've seen for Animal Kingdom in 20 minutes. And if you look at the line, there's the line for Disney Springs. You have 3 to 4 bus worth people. What do you say, Michelle?
No.
3 to 4 bus worth?
I'm starting to get hangry.
Yeah. Okay, so 42 minutes. 42 minutes in line, and we finally got on a bus. Made it to Disney Springs. Yay.
Yay.
Alright, we're over at the Polite Pig. So, this is where Michelle and I had said we wanted to eat. We wanted to get some barbecue at the Polite Pig. We got like a sample platter. It has the brisket, the pulled pork, and the chicken on it, and 2 sides. For the sides, we got mac and cheese and cauliflower. Michelle liked the cauliflower last time we were down here and really wanted that. But as soon as we walked in the door, the young lady said, you gotta try the mac and cheese. So we have not tried that yet. So. So we're back from Disney Springs, and getting home from Disney Springs was just as bad a scenario as getting over there. We waited approximately 45 minutes, and we actually ran into the same couple that was with us on the way over there, which was so bizarre. At one point, a bus pulled up, fell about 15-20 feet short of the loading area, sat, waited, nobody could figure out what was going on, and then took off and went away, went bye-byes. So it's about time. Michelle and I are going to call it a night and start out tomorrow morning going to the Epcot Food and Wine. Okay, we're in line for the Skyliner, and we waited about a half an hour. They weren't running over to Epcot yet, so they did start running. It is, I guess, about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Epcot opens at 11, so I guess they don't actually start letting people on the Skyliner until an hour before the park opens.
Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see. Why is everybody always picking on me?
Big hand.
Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Icicle, I'm Mr. Ten Below. Friends call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch turns to snow in my clutch. I'm too much. He's Mr. White Christmas, he's Mr. Snow.
How is it?
Chocolatey. Very chocolatey cake.
So Michelle and I are trying the Nitro Pop. I did take a bite, and Michelle and I both agree. It tastes like, around the Philadelphia area, they have what's called Tasty Cakes. It's, you know, like a Hostess or a Little Debbie type thing called Tasty Cakes. And they make these things called bells. And they're chocolate cake with like a chocolate icing on top. That is what the Nitro Pops taste like. They taste like one of those Tasty Cake bells, just frozen on the outside. Okay, we're over at the Brazil Pavilion, and one of the things that we wanted to try was the Brazilian cheese bread. Okay, so we're over near between Morocco and France, and that is where the Brazil Pavilion is. And we decided to get both things. First, we got the cheese bread, and then we got the pork belly with the beans. So we're gonna give them a try. Michelle, you want to dig into the... Now, from what we understand, a lot of people don't like the beans with the pork belly. I don't know about the pico de gallo, but how is it?
It's good. The beans overpower the pork belly.
I'll try the pork belly on its own. Tell me what you think.
Well, I think I'd rather take it out of the... Yeah. There.
All right, so Michelle has taken the pork belly out of
the beans.
The beans, because the beans are overpowering. So, well, we can easily take that off a plate. We're gonna take the cheese bread and...
Yeah.
That's good. It's really crispy on the outside. I don't know, but it is cheesy though. It's cooked. Don't get me wrong.
No, that's all cheese in there.
Is that all cheese?
Yeah.
Huh. Hi, Elsa. Hi, Anna. Okay, so now we're in Morocco Pavilion, and we went to the Morocco booth, and we got the chocolate baklava. Yeah, it looks really good. So, Michelle, you try her out first.
Oh my god, so good.
It's really good. It looks like there's a lot of honey in there. So
very sweet, nutty, almonds. Really good.
Oh,
I love the pastry.
that is so good.
Sweet.
And it's called chocolate baklava, but there's not a whole lot of chocolate on it. It's just like a real light drizzle.
Yep.
Animal Crossing.
So sleepy. Leave me alone.
So Michelle and I are sitting down having a Diet Coke, and we were just kind of talking to each other about the crowd level. There really is nobody here. I mean, the last few times that we've been to Epcot, I don't want to say it's shoulder to shoulder, but the last few times we have been to Epcot, it was pretty crowded. We're in the Germany Pavilion, and I went up and I asked for the strudel, and they wound up giving me the, I don't even know how to say it, Schinken Nudeln, which is pasta gratin with ham, onions, and cheese. I can't read. So, and I told him, I said, oh, this isn't what I ordered. So he hands me the strudel, which is right there, and says, well, now you have both. So that worked out really good. So we're kind of getting a twofer. Go ahead, Michelle.
Savory or sweet first?
Yeah, try savory.
All right. What's not to like? It's cheese, macaroni, and ham.
So it's pretty good?
It's very good, yes.
Alright, we'll give it a try. There's all kinds of birds around here. I feel like I'm going to get attacked.
Oh, onion.
Oh, that's good.
There's all the onion.
That's tasty.
Puff pastry.
So Michelle's going in for the strudel. That's right, get that chunk of apple. You're just dropping everything on the table. Now I will say, we did bring a pack of Lysol wipes, and we've been wiping down the tables before using them.
Very good. Oh my God.
The best strudel I've ever had is a place in Wrightstown, New Jersey called Sebastian's Schnitzel House, I think. Anyway, it's right next to a Papa John's in Wrightstown, New Jersey. And it is amazing, authentic German food. So. Oh, super good.
The apples are
The apples, oh my God, we just said that at the same
crisp
time.
enough, not soggy, not falling apart.
The apples are perfect to make this. Just the right amount of spicing in it. And the little vanilla sauce on the side is not overpowering. Really good. So Michelle got her funnel cake. She's the only one that eats funnel cake. I'm not a funnel cake guy, so Michelle's gonna give that one a try and see how it is.
Gosh.
It looks amazing. If I liked funnel cake.
It's really hot. Oh my God. Really good.
As good as advertised.
Yes.
So Michelle and I took a little time out and we came to Akershus in the Norway Pavilion in Epcot. Right now it's not a functional restaurant. This is where they normally do, I think it's a character breakfast or a Meet the Princess breakfast. So right now it's just a relaxation station where you can go, you can take your mask off, you're in air conditioning. It's kind of nice because when you're eating outside, you're taking your mask off but you're outside and it is still warm. It's not as hot as it has been, but it is still Florida. So we decided we come in, maybe spend like what, 5 minutes? We'll spend about 5 minutes, just get cooled down. Michelle's drinking some water out of her Hydro Flask. You know, it's like one of the best things that she brought with her was the Hydro Flask. It does keep the water cold and keeps the ice in there. The ice is still in there from this morning, so it worked out really well. But we're just gonna take a few minutes, kind of catch our breath.
Amigos, no matter where he goes, the 1, 2, and 3 goes, we're always together.
Okay, so Michelle and I finally, after how many times have we done to Disney, finally went on Soarin'. We've never been on it. I know Stephanie, my daughter, has been on it many times, but we haven't. So it was our first time of going on there. It wasn't too bad.
It was awesome. I loved it.
It was very cool.
One day, William meets lesser-known tropical plants and hears of the foot rest of bananas growing on both sides of the boat. Here, recycles the water in the tanks, as at Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one, including
So we went to the Hawaii Pavilion, and it was very hard to find. And we stopped and asked somebody. It was I think it was a DVC booth, and the Hawaii booth is actually right across from Starbucks. But it's very difficult when you're walking along the main way near the water, or back over in Future World, or through the main way. It's very difficult to find. So it's directly across from Starbucks, but on like the side path. So we got the pork slider, and we got the Spam hash. So, Michelle, you choose which one you want to eat first.
Hash.
She's going to try the hash first. I'll try the slider first. This is okay, but it's too much pineapple taste. That pineapple chutney is very strong. That spicy mayo is spicy. But it's a little too much pineapple. Love the Spam hash. Love the Spam. You like the Spam hash too? Or you're saying you like that?
The Spam hash is better.
The Spam hash is really good.
But you're right, the pineapple chutney is very overwhelming.
It's super fruity. So if you get the slider from Hawaii, be prepared that that pineapple chutney, even with the spicy mayo or sauce, whatever kind it is, that pineapple is pretty much your main taste. Yeah. All right. We see Spaceship Earth in the back. We thought that would be good. This is going to be our last regular food for the day. We're going to try to get some ice cream later. Might be with a waffle. I don't know. But this will be the last like savory normal food. So we went to Canada and we got the cheese and bacon, cheddar cheese and bacon soup with the pretzel roll and the filet. And from things I've heard, sometimes the filet can be really good or it can be dry. So we'll take a look and see how it is. So Michelle, without further ado, just looking at it from how she's cutting it, it's definitely well done, or at the very least medium well.
Good.
Is it?
I like it.
You look like it's dry.
A little bit.
A little bit dry. I'm gonna try the soup now. We'll see. I'm a big cheese soup fan. I like the Panera cheddar broccoli soup. So I'm a cheese soup fan, but this one has bacon, so I don't know how that's gonna be. And I hope it's not cold. That would be just.
We had a far walk to get here.
Yeah, it was. There weren't a lot of tables left.
Around.
No, it seems to have picked up right now. Right now it's a little after 6:30, so I think a lot of people stop for dinner. So we'll try the soup. Okay. So it is warm. It's not hot, but it's warm. The bacon flavor overpowers any cheese. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's not good. It tastes very good. But don't prepare yourself. It's not going to taste like cheese soup like you would cheddar broccoli. It has a very strong bacon taste to it. Go ahead and you try it and tell me what you think. I'm going to try the pretzel roll too. Bacony, right?
Very bacony,
Yeah.
very cheesy, very tangy, very thick.
It is thick. It is a very thick.
soup.
Yeah. We decided to go to the waffle place and we got the bananas Foster. So that was that.
Ooh, it's slided.
So we're gonna give this a try, and then Michelle wants to find some vanilla ice cream.
Soft serve.
Some sauce. That's something I like. I don't know if you're gonna like it. All you ate was whipped cream.
Yeah, I know. No, I had a banana.
Oh, did you?
Oops, sorry.
Gotta get that waffle taste in there.
The one upstairs is pretty famous.
I like it.
Not too bad.
It's, you know, very syrupy.
It is syrupy. There's a lot of stuff. I have a feeling that if you didn't eat this like right away in like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
that
Cold.
it would be cold, and I don't think that waffle would be edible. It would be so soggy. Hi, buddy. How are you? So it's about 7:30 at night, and we are done at Epcot. We're gonna head back on the Skyliner, which is running behind us, and we're gonna head back to the resort and just kind of relax. Go back, get a cup of coffee, and call it a night. We had a fantastic night, ate a whole bunch of food. The Bananas Foster waffle was the last dessert. We could not find vanilla soft serve in Epcot. The closest we could find was like French kind of ice cream back in the France Pavilion, but it wasn't what Michelle wanted. So I said when we get back home, I'll take her to Donna Burst's custard stand. So. All right, so today is October 31st, Halloween, and we are going to be done at Pop Century today. We're going to be checking out. We asked for a late checkout at 1 o'clock. That's when the Magical Express is going to take us to the airport. So we're going to take a little ride this morning. I'm not going to say where it is. I'm not going to say where it is, where we're going to head to. But there may be clues in the video on where we're going to head to. All right, so we made it over the Tri-Circle D Ranch. Haven't seen it since it was redone. It's absolutely beautiful. If you look behind me, they're washing the horses. All right, so it's breakfast time. We went ahead and we got our bounty breakfast. Found a picnic table. Oh, I guess I can take this off because I'm getting ready to eat. Found a picnic table off to the side. So it feels really good just being down at the fort. We have our Fort Wilderness shirts. We have our Fort Wilderness breakfast. And the name of the place was P&J's. P&J's. It's very strange not being able to just go and get food. You have to order everything through the app, pay for it through the app ahead of time, and then they send you a note when it's done. And you walk in and it's sitting there, it has your name on it. It's actually pretty easy, but it's just not quite the same. Hey, it's turkey. Plump and perky. We made it onto the boat. They do social distancing, so trying to make it that everybody can get on as best they can, but still keep parties separate.
I don't know how you want to call it. I don't know, that's like beer.
We took the boat and got to Magic Kingdom, and now we're going to jump on the resort monorail, head over to the Polynesian, and then get off of the Polynesian and walk to Shades of Green. Okay, so we made it over to Shades of Green. It's a nice little walk. And just gonna walk up the path and go in, use the exchange, and I want to stop at the ticket center. So 60 hours from New Jersey down to Florida, little Disney vacation and back. Okay, so the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the good was the food at Epcot. We really did enjoy the food. Had a great time. The resort, it's a value resort, so you kind of get what you pay for. But I have to say, big shout out to one of the cast members named James. I had bought a hat when I was over at Epcot, and I really enjoyed the hat. I took it off when I was on the bus because I was sweating and I didn't want it to get dirty, and I set it on the seat next to me, and like a 6-year-old kid, I got up off the bus and I left it sitting on the seat. So I went and asked if they had lost and found, and a gentleman named James was a super helpful cast member who made one of those magical moments and brought me a certificate to go get a new hat out of the gift shop. And he said, I know that we have that hat, because I showed him a picture of it. That was really one of the good moments. And the other good thing was the weather. So we had the good, now let's go to the bad. One of the things that Michelle and I noticed around Disney this trip were the number of times that we smelled, for lack of a better term, sewage. We were in Epcot, walking by the construction that is all in the center of Epcot, and it was just terrible. It was like a sewer line had just ruptured, which was really, really bad. We also encountered it one time walking through Pop Century. I don't remember exactly what point, but we smelled it. And then we distinctly had it over at the Polynesian when we were walking by the restaurant, not Ohana, the one downstairs, Cook's. We were walking by, there's a restroom outside of the restaurant, and it was terrible from the time you were at the stairs that were near the restaurant all the way until you curved around outside. It was really bad. Now the ugly. The ugly was definitively the bus wait for Disney Springs. So that sums up our trip. 60 hours to Disney and back from New Jersey. It was just enough to get that Disney fix. I hope you enjoyed the video, enjoyed 60 hours from Jersey to Disney and back. If you did, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.